Yebeko that was a so good soon na utie Badwam on Adom TV multi-TV so celebrate. This is the last leg. We share say 5:45 a.m. Now ni atena bepem sabre. Always grateful. Say ojibre na share na utie. The usual communication is that yebedwene Ghana ho, you know, akwanye bema ma so timi afre and out of text message about me timi ajibre akenkan ni na ede amawo. Can I know a deputy minister or that's a member of parliament? And any wabe joining me a hand up in person as soon as me if I want to me papa and me mama and need papa or you mean for the currency me mama and me nyana a war. And I dare about call her why you through the road minister then I'm an I then say well massive for Munti quite now why need me for years. That kind of okay, see my tipper truck grabbing was a corner, Utoma was not what's a meal from now. The Adom. The last time I checked, about 2 weeks ago, now with me to Anamo, I'm a honey kama. So what I learned was that Sober Buoni Pansua, born in Tem, is important. Sober Buoni Pa, Frank or Honchim, Wabna Santunim. What time he had not got to a Sabia, Obi, you know. See, over Buoni-pa, Mr. Mo, and it's for Muntie. So our strategy now, Munina, I adopt to us and mind yourself for. I got 2 days to election, 3 days to election. I only ever saw Kanya ya coin. It's not to infer, but that's how it seems. Timesre, more motisui, and name over 12 Marcia Jumano Montois on Tem. Kumasi Swami Montois on Tem. Asafomak Montois Tem. All other places start crowded why because of Minister Denisa can you may walk Kunina, Quine, Bibia, Kuna jam up. Munyan in Tem. Go said yes, he can't opposition in Ghana for ye Nisi no Adawa Manabroso. The unfortunate thing to politicians almost CA and they say, Omuntimin, you may be an Akanina. One a year, man, it's not possible again. Wow, but there's a one or so now you pay a price for that. See, I think they have a lot to learn from what has happened, especially with the 5741. Massive endorsement. HSA, we need to reset whatever we do. Quite fast with Jenny, quite fast here in Yoma, quite fast with Casa. Kwa faso ni nwe di nkita ho kwa faso a ye o man na nkasa adwuma not any approach na be me arrive at a point of success. And again me won say ya share common as with equalization and MP before so person animanim ya no John Mahama conjure magic na illegal mining a free at once na dollar ni gina so na ka say the credible force the embrace here. When we start that approach, it's not going to be healthy for us. And this is for us, I say, Namu crying, and now you mean I won't buy some. Namu crying, then I'm with me, I'm mobile tata is a better. That is our responsibility. We'll do positive criticism, constructive. Obiani who quite so catch you say, na ye bad ben no abeg. There be the mobile and see cry no 30 days, some achieve 30 days in France so me beka. That's the beauty of democracy. Everyone wants to be able to be able to be able. It's so strange. After getting the power, choir offer so unya power no. Ye bo nkai keko ye nyan shase kran criticize your buofu. Kosoma obufu. Said ye mbere ye ninka so no. Sa pepepe na onso wontina wa afebọ because na ntwe na mukra podi ada finito na wo konfo kwa brother santi akofa system kai e be free sem. That's a word to me new meaning na ade bia wo ye bia no say ebre uninka so but edimpa ubeja ewa akire no the positive impact continues to be the best. And to President Mahama, every day that's my recital. You don't have a choice than to leave a legacy for Ghanaians to understand why Onyamesa do buy say to Christo Maya Tosumi. On that note, for Kinsley, doctor. Me who say na no page o mu na o ka say yenye careful. Doctor mrashi be mo draw attend doctor ye dia to you say me call no bomb on na ma me fa be ya ise mo be bia me fa sha da ke mo wa e bufu because it's confusing obia the doctor sa na the doctor na just you show mo din ba o potem ha na the on na to so but obi so bomodin akọje sa ni the bribe na kire sa the bribe na say you say doctor no
yo man me chia tie phone ya kwada so phone na we say your BBF no honorary scores honorary doctoral degrees. Yeah, the man nipa bia o ma bon ho modern ewo aduma bia omudi they be sell. So aduma oye so ani entino institution betimi institution na chartered institution motimi ema o magasa degrees they can give it to you. But my concern is that PhD addition every year that is a terminal. It's a terminal, yes. We say me associate professor. And we based on promotion. I do my university, publication, teaching, community engagement. Promotion no and a bit memorize from lecturer, senior lecturer, also prof, full prof. Who we are now retirement then you can be emeritus professor or emerita professor. Now, my concern is that PhD biano, also be a particular area, you need to add knowledge. So it may be BIA unique ever. So you're not careful. Now say your amount for coin say, and some of these honorary degrees no, some of them they buy them. Yes, when I was at NAB, I dealt with so many of these issues. I was a professor at UCC. I brought him there because now we deal with some Ukrainian universities, and they were selling them $10,000, a bill upon $5,000. My concern is that who encourage the acquisition of honorary courses now you use titles now, a bit undermining graduate programs. Because make me a I don't say because you and the knowledge about that particular field. That is the major concern. The moment I open that floodgate, make me a classroom and question at the end there because okay research now the gap now be say ofele and no boa emma society me solve your problems. That is the point. So over the years another doctoral degrees you preface with our names.
Okay.
At best, a part of your accomplishments. Former President Rawlings, several of them, what is all you should have? Kufo, several of them, what is all you should have? Now Kufuado, Speaker of Parliament. So I didn't know anybody be almost on you. So me I think say, excuse my language, it's like inferiority complex. Germany. Your PhD or Germany, now be a professor, you still keep your doctorate title. Me say, I can use professor doctor. Because Germans they value the PhD I didn't hear. Because addition to knowledge. Obey a researcher, or share literature or share gap then you bring your thesis to fill that gap. So Germany also be a professor doctor. Doctor, or you're a professor now, you keep the doctoral title because Germans they value doctor title so as compared to the professor title.
Yeah, set design about and a quad about it could be and we say about Frank Fias, no command a doctor.
Yeah.
Or truck can do that means you're right.
It's not right.
Into any doctor Frank Kufia Sempa.
No. He should drop that one. Me say me call program here Dubai. They sent me an email. Say maybe. Man, I didn't even bother myself. Titles, I don't put much premium on titles. What is in you, what you can do.
Sure.
That's it. You need to demonstrate what you know. That title, for me, cannot make you unique apart from the woman now or as a better no.
Right.
For me, no, that should be, but will be a professor.
Because we are passionate the council of Parliament. Hey, we are my man for both because I'm a Frank Kofi, Doctor Frank. Hey, but you become called Doctor Frank Kofi.
Almost every issue, no. Speaker of Parliament.
Yeah, you agreed.
Yeah, good. Me. Also, no, some of them so you see. Why should we do that? So
I see.
Yeah, for me, no, that is my position.
So, who was Shiri Oswa? This is one unique opportunity for you. Frame. See, I was Shiri Oswa. 0302 211 701 equals 4. We show the interest of because Umra she be journeyed. Can the name when you are 2025 9th Parliament, you know? O sre nyame se onka na koma na ontimi chinchim no lobia na emra se hwehwe so me se o de nyanfo Kofi bente afo ha iti munko na ma hweda ba mo sa akwanya kama intensi the 0302 211 701 equals 4 or our brasier or accessible osua ngoma nkasa oyekuani ana ode no akwaji amanyo sim on the ticket of NDC. Aban also no ni nipa no it only excuse be and one kind is here. Say because the never for kids the can get na say they do other janka okwa bi so. Enye sa na ka amanyo so me kire o. Ba ye de no kakra ka ye build ba e be si so. I dysfunctional and be very functional. E be si so ka because the reset ne ba. Ti be wati be bia be lock crack na si so ye na fi. Ye na ye call nti wo se hwi oso nko ade a de be me wo se ofisa hwi oso no obobro no no aboy no we de hodo free ampa nti ye problem ne 0302 211 701 equals 4 ora we ye twen no akwaba
yeah I mean
bibia to say the last day ka say now a member of parliament
Debbie
I feel no be a member of parliament.
Hey,
congratulations.
Okay.
Because it's okay. Oh yeah, come and catch him say. Bibi o say there be there I'm say no we don't feel about you pay ya no ka say
Fredia
no there work no ne there what no ne there mo small can there no MBB omunim de omo ye
sure
and this way no you do can commercial for no
we say yeah manyo for no pempi no intimi enka no kre enkyere ye hu because ye kwa ye hu Doctor at high research yeah ukwa na help them sometimes nipa ne wo kasa asema wo ka no se ne de wo na koma mu babra kra wo na nimu a utimi ti wo ko campaign wo wura fie mu wo ko radio so question ye busa no nyina wo se hu se minam sei anase nkofo no omogimi sei be de mi hu ye enti na ma me wa worship so ka dem ka chiro
oh complete
dear Missy Ampa,
they walk on the walk catch them call for
them. Because you also say, about 2 year emergency or maybe currency that. But Ninja said you can a suade Emma yen swayaba abemu. Says here, Ghana for actually say, yen to me, emfa warm, a buying, a mamu, and what a man yourself, yen to me, emfa warm, near grossa, na battle bredra. Ya pressy a baby bibi, ama warm. Yanka no krankyere wo mu se nyuma no yentimi nye ni nyina afie dikan mfie to so mienu miensa so a yenyen hyehyeye no ma wo mu hu se se hwiyo so yakwan a enye ni nyina ne dodoɔ esei afie dikan yebetimi ayemu dodoɔ esei ne to so mienu hu na amane nkrofo no manfo na ate ase ehunu se yo se afie dia abanka so obeye no afi no so a ya hwe ne de abu no aten afie mienu so a yenim de beba bio na ya ntum futuro engu wo mani saa kire se abre bia mfie na ne de encheba mfie na encheba eche so asesi aga na form ehunu se omu hu ade pa na wo munnim se de etwia papa ene bone so esoka
okay well say hwese it's a special day for what was also Mashada, I want us to remind him that this are our basic needs. The ones I have when we free or 0302 21170 equals 4 no. We na abin form you that here addition and doma commercial. I mean, because if you see there now the pain. Era Kingsley, Nyamfo, Wadaroma. I think the major news in OSP in Koma Wabebo. Baby out. We are Chile, Ochre, Omade, Adishia de, Ghana for de. Sen na obesi ehun ade a ekoso nyina. Na sabe kono Ofori Atta officer you also correct.
Mr. Say you also akuti onabode emso nim ho.
Say you also enfa
akuti.
Ya ka say ho na Ofori anka wo dis here.
Mbata akuti ho na me ho.
Okay, ti ehia asem ni bi de wen.
Ehia asem ni bi ni say akuti to enter so pan. In fact, I say pa nesenti ni na ka ho na ma this year ye to aba no sisan ne mom pa ye do na babae nti ye no wa ba no huntu ho na moma ye
Na contractor was so that ana contractor ni so
ana contractor ma so kra ni so kra ana body woni msa na America no akweti tuntentre so
yo ye da CP
ana fe pa
ye da CP Collins matching apom ti say free for na kase free
ana manyne meje wo so medini ye ona bo upon Collins me assembly member me wo assign so senior high or the ni am wo assign so senior high.
Okay.
Yeah, ye da ona bo bente ase wo yo cheche ni de na de kaka ye so do tuni mi say wo ba assign so senior higher o my school bus kura ye nibi
school bus
dane ho ya nkura betena odidi kura ye nibi assembly ho o ba na ne ya gada enkura o muti sebi enuase meeting bi aga bi ade enuase na ye de nkura no atena secondary school nti ye besle ye papa bente say wa ba di e untwa na ni ya la hwe assign so senior high.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Martin members na former deputy minister education ubaba be year no as schools and the trees that's so hard dey be. Martin say you are so correct.
Patwane.
You wadar mama che.
Yeah, me do so.
Wadar ma etio member of parliament wa how?
Mahunu bona ba so bi.
Sure.
So ya me na Adom ama otimi abaye MP o secretary so.
Okay.
I'm the me favorite science so senior high. Me kaisa me colleague back on so abako to see me kaisa oba ntwa no ba sum ha ye ti du ase e bon komo e na obe cheche ayen e hu no ani hu se wa ye wena dada enti me kan se wa koidie e won samra duana se na ne o no e mfantu nanim enim se obeye enti na etoma no mane koye no.
Okay.
Ya me kan ho.
Okay.
And it's what you want to also no.
Okay.
And na OSP.
Ebe kwa nkele so ba nkele twen na me fa wentum. Eduana se de on time ma ho hyew. You say adwuma ne asodi a Ghana e de beto no so nti. Don't form your opinion when you are not seeing him physically. Don't form that opinion. Say etuma Eduana se one two man se o mra Eduana se biribiada. O two man se nsachira ebe ba sa school na o ka no. So judge them by those things. And no crano, I say brano braunya ho, obebu nkonta kire say me pim so na aka kredi be yi. Misremo me pese mo attack me na she be for left right now. The see anu akotena kam ka no bosi e da na kom no onya adwuma ketewa. On timi nya nyoma dada na no ne mo ye, ba obe manage. Ti fa she otim duana se no. E bia be afimu ni na wa fa oba ko na me bi enkoka sentia no. Enkoka sentia no. Baby no oba beto dame on mande bia mra se be gani beto dame o twam o get to be bia o left and right now the mini club bia wona on man meye to get this down but rather than the obaya ma oni agine say oba ye no oh school park oh come on oh every blog no ma be painting oh wa sha se kra eyi na na e ko no onu ase no wa be sisi bi wono ye ko enim kakrakra no say kakrakra nyina hands on deck uncle mache
ja papa
apom ti say
yango pado na
mo so friend ya utwa to okra aha
yo me da fe me yi ka kuma de se de yemienu ba ko ye asafo ono a ya we asafo e ko na sentin ni ho no kakra no se so to ka ye me rodu ne se de ho tutu no man ni ene se de wa se no no a ya we tu ye panacho acha chi ye sre no omwaye acha chi nye yes no omwaye
okay yo me da se also wa wo se hwe so bia tie come am brase ojafo nyina no omo wo ho se omo hye mra na afei omo gina akwanya Ghana for the amom no ahwe se asoafo ahodo no omo hwe mia ahodo no omo betimi no madigita ho de adestrede ato omo nim kakra di Professor Kingsley de misu wa ba ogra de na wa ba kotebe to on de misu no nka ho bo no de na ba ho no omo doso di wa Kingsley ho no Kingsley na nkasa nya me anom na ma network of investors omo wo wa ma no ne ma be skills amwa e bi aban we research no be sure say bibia ama failure so bia so they are fine yes adia ejankapa no ti ono ti papa oti obedidi ame kama yes sika obedidi ame ho di opebia na kini bad papa ti ase oze provo say say
over parliament sir.
Oh my goodness, we need to change this kind of politics there because we have testimonies of Munkofu here be omofio. They almost say super in terms of development. It's sad. Am democracy is dysfunctional? Very dysfunctional.
I was about so. What can say? And some
education.
Some more do. I am more do. Now, what am I number 2? Quick. First one. I mean, facts are corner so. I mean, now I'm say for us. And I Great Junction, Lazabo, and said on the road, no issue.
Very bad.
I mean, demonstrations even against me. I fought so hard. Uncle Adom, the shop, why Aka, town inside. And mama said, I'm the 040 nego, so I can say, I'm the between nego so. So I'm asking for my mabotre. Now they see now, they are voting. I'm asking for the shoulder. Massive for to aba no e be do massive sambo omobaso o feel as up star costa na won say you go so and so for me no it's good na aka ekwan bi atachi and cement zero amaye bi aka between nko amaye level bi aka no because of change of government no and sika some other issue bi. So I hope say normal etodina government Saboja and Atofosing we are all friends in Parliament and I know say omni what has to be done development no matter whether say your party and our bamu any Ghana for your man for more quite some to our NDC what I so for me no or say it me spreading on evenly.
Okay.
Those times no me co vote original. Me who say no go for the co vote
when the MPP is in power, voter region and northern region are greater, but when the NDC is in power, Ashanti region benefits more.
Yeah. So I think
it's funny.
And I want other thing I make a kind of say always the important issue be to defend us. Say admire as MPs no. There's so many faults. Or say Oshemra, Mabana, or so represent so now the how about my bedroom and our oversight in, over the pairs and executive. We are Juma saying, yeah. But on my hand, in plain Pino, I said, because has me on the floor of the house. Say researchers, say the performance of MPs are. In most cases, in all times, no, I'm more focused on the course of constituency, developmental issues. But I can't say MPs are not development agents. Development agents, no, the assembly. May call be project company say or say executive, assembly a best supervisor. But I'm pleading with researchers say, almost assessing a performance of constituency, no. They must also come to Parliament because we also work
committee
there.
Input
Plenary. You make input, your debate, bills, bar, your contribute, committee settings, we contribute, a law. So many things happen. But say, oh, say me, well, a Juma, me or Parliament, the constituents or more Wamase, or more April, or more Tan or so. How would they know that I'm doing this in Parliament?
Good.
That they be a skewed to or towards the Kosovo constituency. Me as Makate say you're not development agent. We have to lobby for project. But some say, I'm a fan kahon. So that me constantly say, oh, Kingsley, our Parliament no, obwa ema yeshemra oka na adwen on oche ono adwen wo issues are about committee, issues are about floor. That is how they must do it. Comprehensive assessment of members of parliament. Now, yes, parliament no, money. Go and look at the things we've done there. Policies are yet to be shaped. Both are yet contribute to a better. Me yet deputy minister for education. Both are now juma. They say establish about 5 universities. I led them. I led represent the ministry and SOE Ama Outer. How do you assess me well? And that is not fair. That is not fair. I expect say this education now for almost other stages they must do this so that they can be also fair to us. Because they also know I think say a bias against us.
Okay, so and Benjamin said for with you. All these OSP, aftermath, commentaries are running. Maybe baby out in the boy kaka. What your understanding is?
My background in auditing. My year auditor was bank. At the point I was even an investigator, a prosecutor, but in the banking setting. Now. Investigation be a the na no every one say we benya report ana they talk to me no ebia wa wo ye adwuma mu no na wanya atinka bi ka no when your suspicion is aroused I say ususu say adie bi enkoyi and we betimi ahwehwem Ghana ye nyina ye nim se ade ba ko a edi ye nya pa eye tata se sika no ye bepre nya enso eduru nidie na akoye basa nidie ne ye basa saa na mada bia ye ho akire nti corruption die kata se ekuye ana omampani dada nana ado ehwe se no yemfa office bi ekuo bi nkofo bi metina ho na wo mo dia ne se mbehwe se saade no ye beku atia enema office of special prosecutor e baaye ye bekaya papa odinka ye de no course aso ye ho yewura Martin Amido misada no manichi ye beti se yabo ne din se onko ho ayeda femu dia ofri ho ena kisejabin yewura kisejabin so ebaye ono so baye Ghana for do kra ye so pa no se ye hu ade na say Ghana for wo suspicion bi Ghana for e wo adwene bi se bi akoso nanso enye ye nyina na ye betimi akọ ye sa hwehwemu nti papa adwuma na ye atenka na ye nya no ye hu adwuma emaye nyame adom o hye bi no mase okwa eni se ogusu a nurachi yakote se opese okohwehwe yewura manso afọ dada kind of Ofori Atta adwuma binuma wo ye yemu na me de report no nkrata e ba bonte ne kire se ebinum de nsem bi kodan no ebinum kura de yewura no akọ court num dada na ni nyina mu no waye se obahwehwe ne nyumam esanse wama oman no se eye no kura saa kwan na wo fa so no ama oman no aboka wo nyuma binum emu wakeka ni nyina na me die ye me pese ye hwe nyina ne se investigation ye hwehwe mu de enye ne de edikan se ya tese obi aye katahye enye ne de edikan aye ti bi saa na emu ye wura kisi eja ben se wo hwehwe owura ken Ofori Atta wo hunu enti wode no ho wo se odwane ye nka so saa no kaaye eno na ho no aye mina kakra se brebe na papa no ofiri omani mo ofiri Ghana ha koye na brebe nso no to ne nsa efre no esan se sie nim se papa yi aye saa nyoma we nyina na esusu se nyoma wo ye ni nyina dwurim bi wom a enye ne o enye bosom ye twamu na saa nyoma no ekọ so bra saa nyoma nyina ekọ so no OSP yewura kiseja bi na owo ho enti na wan pe kwan bi so ama yenya yewura no antoto na no ana se wan hwehwe ni nsemu na ene wo se papa no eni ho nti ode ne ho akawura me de eye me de so no asa aka se kwan bia so obema papa no aba na yaye hwehwemu se obetimi aboa Ghana for wo sa kwan no so dia ebe ye de pa because sesi a Ghana for dodo na yenka abaye ko to no 2024 no dodo na gina katase she ene pepe ya ye hwehwe wo aban sikasem ene de koto aba ti mesire yewura no se nura TV so kasa kama Ghana for boje ne so mema ne nkosi hɔ a si yesusu se ana ne hwehwemu kire se papa no aye bibi aye nyina se yehwe ye de ne famara kwan so yebenya bibi afiri mu Ghana sika bi no makowuroro ba bi obetimi agye ama yen de a ene wo mo ayen wo saa kwan no so na eno na mesere se Ghana for amanyosemfo yen nyina entum ne yenhu se de papa ne ye no ye man kwan ma ne ye wo ne kwan so pepepe a na saa na tia ebe boa yen ni nyina ne se maka katasehye eku Ghana man sika ye hwere e wo katasehye mu Ghana ha no enye sika kumba ti mesere se ye nyina mfa kumapa enta ewura kisi ejabin achi obedi saa di bia we enye ne but nansia ma hu sa hodin bi aba ne mu pa nansia wo gina TV ni so na uhunu na o kasa mtimu se ahodin ye ma no saa ahodin no saa ahodin ye ma no koso na wo mfa nye adwuma no wo se enye de di kan ni na wo nsem bebira ni nyina obahwehwe mu na ama de ase de amanfo awia enyina no watimi age ama Ghana ye mo no na mmom yesere no se wo hwe na afoforo bi no wo hote se de wo kana na obehia wo mu ahwehwe mu ama ne hwehwe mu no ede ntunsan so papa bi aboa Ghana wontu anamo no ntem no wansan me kan kire se obi ananka ohia no atoto na no no so adwane anase wode no ho akanwura.
Okay. Me that's it.
Yeah.
No for kisi.
O ma hene kwabna sante. What transe? Kafia wonte.
No great.
Munya NPP. Ye de jeje when accountability di. Se obi aye ade a antwa yi. Na se o de no efa emra kwan so a obi ansi hon kwan. De ye kan say ye pay fairness, transparency. Ewo adebia the state law enforcement agencies no. Ebeye na the omo feel say anko yi no. We don't have any problems. OSP. Me mon there me feel say the approach no wrong because me nua se obi ediboni a yewo emra also ordinary day ode no efaso what kind your constitution article 19:1 or say a person charged with a criminal offense shall be given a fair hearing within a reasonable time by a court. That is number 1. Over 2C, a person charged with a criminal offense shall be presumed to be innocent until he is proven or has pleaded guilty. Over ever be permitted to defend himself before the court in person or by a lawyer of his choice. Now, Kiseja being essay can Ofori Atta a fugitive. He's a wanted man. And or a lawyer. Now I'm in the University of Ghana. And I know him in part. Because now more NAB, inspection, schools are, universities are, a chairman. You call many former chief justice at that time. No, not chief justice at that time. Before letting obey justice, I could see any boy. Justice Doche, you call ye. All I mean who say they were praising him because me say almost would your time about court night that day. Later obey OSP. Obi oye fugitive. Obi a yachi no ato cell ana prison na wodwane obi oye wanted man or person obi a owo custody na wodwane na a police for ehwe no. In the case of Ofori Atta, is that the case? Papa ehun dodo no. In fact, evidence actually say all too kwan no or my chief of staff at that time Antifrima say no don't know or seek medical attention. Am I with the current chief of staff, George Debra, was even given a letter. He said that being more the Carter Echo Ken Ofori Atta fee not only her muja on the security post. Letter no was dated 24th of January 2025. And I must say on report on the 10th of February. And at that time, no, he was not in town. And then the lawyers at culture will say, Papa no only ho. So what did you do what you did? Say mischief be in nature, minua and kawanesa. Or a lawyer. So he has to tread cautiously. For a amount for a soldier for echo came free. In his first statement, no, or say that was staged. He said, being loyal. Or say the call so ever Ken Ofori Atta, if you know, was staged by Ken himself. Meanwhile, evidence shows say Nipakona Odi, soldier for no nim no, any other security operators no, a known NDC person, Japa. So, Kisi Ajaben has not been truthful to us. For him to tell us it was staged by Ken Ofori Atta, why indicted the man wrongfully. And so only any ulterior motive against that man and conquer. So he should come and render an apology to Ghanaians and to Ken Ofori Atta because he was staged. Meanwhile, no evidence you say it was done by operatives in the national security led by Japa. So why did you say that in the first place? Ken, Ken is not afraid. Ken also say Obeba na Juma Odiye as finance minister no Obechechem. I say very careful. Yeah, man yourself. Power is transient. It may be na Jerry Rawlings. It may be a J. Kufo. A Baye Mills. A Baye Mahama. A Kufado Aba Oko. Mahama Aba. He will also go. And say I just say, the political pursue political vendetta, witch hunting, and mobia. The rule of the game is evidence. And I may catch you. Now, see, a person charged with a criminal offense shall be given a fair hearing within a reasonable time by a court. Reasonable time. But surely the 24th of January. Say by corner, I'm not 10th. Not 10th, no. No, the donors of Wama. Does it mean say case no? Enkoswana. When he is better, he will come. And in any case, me read the 19F no. Ken Ofori Atta can be represented by either himself or his lawyer. So what's the problem here? Because, and you see, Attorney General Dominic Ayeni, fine gentleman, one of the best in the house. He has to be very careful. Senior Ayeni should not be playing this political game. Because the OSP cannot act without direction from the Attorney General, even though the OSP is supposed to be independent. But
give the Attorney General that benefit of the doubt.
Oh,
are you emphatic?
No, I'm saying me say he cannot. Me say he cannot act without.
Give him the benefit of the doubt. That's why he said that even though the OSP works under him.
Yeah, but I'm saying that because some of these things, some of these things are political, and Attorney General that I know, Obia or he is a nice guy, but I'm saying that you should be very careful because Article 88.2, the first one, that there shall be an Attorney General of Ghana who shall be a Minister of State and the principal legal advisor to the government. So the question, he cannot convince me, say, the government and then the president are not aware. He cannot act because I don't know why, you know, say, Uncle, yeah, it will, a bino, any Omampeni, and Megwasi. So, Omampeni and the government will be aware, they'll be in the know. Second one, Attorney General, the Attorney General shall discharge such other duties of a legal nature as may be referred or assigned to him by the President or imposed on him by this Constitution or any other law. What I'm saying is that we must all tread cautiously. Obiya bonia, bonino, or say bonine de ye fa emrakwaso. Ne hwe because now it appears to me say special prosecutor wabua kanofrata a friend is saying yes already because UTS now kana or certain cases say I mean SML national cartel and all that. Ken was the one who released the monies. Scanner doesn't mean say he is complicit. It has to be proven. But for me, let me say, the meaning of fugitive, is wrong to be used by him in this context. Ken, what you have to prison, what you have to sell. So why do you disgrace the man in this manner? At least, what about a small minor? I'm not about assuming, no. If you are so yeah, you can make mistakes. What I say? Can you make mistakes? Mistake now here, say you payo, and now Osha now yeah. That is where it's a criminal act. So
he's rushed in describing the whole thing as a fugitive.
I mean, it was needless. Especially abra yedekata abra say nipa na wohwe no the lawyers are responding o the abra say nipa na wohwe no the man even left the country I think either before 7th of January only how and what your letter up on the 24th of January now and meanwhile with the issue be so that na yawo abam no he said the man was here. It was here. Then a preventing from going into these matters.
But also can casual say any papanas when you are holding so.
Yes.
As the Democrat.
The aholdeno is in the Act. The OSP Act of 2017. Now aholdeno he derives his power from the Act, not from any external force. Now one day that's then I'm becoming suspicious and skeptical.
But in your case, there are several times the Juma Yemunu Atosin if we say Unyasa Akwanyano
in control investigations, you will be afraid of control environment. Ubetimi a very good investigator, prosecutor. And so you do to environment to be more. Into the boy as investigators, as auditors, most a control environment. Where from the control environment? The CEO, management, a woho, or perception, or more trim poor. Any woman soon needs said your more a person or money any control environment in a mau.
No system no be information
we report no kwa na ya to atwene baby we be say
enko
good so enti de ma wo ho ya din ene say ma hu say mframa bi ba obia pese sa de we meye enti meye because minim say me ya Ghana fo nyina eta machi me nkasa ma OSP
but to add up to what you say honorable and I said it that you can see and feel say as we free chain be
and our cousin my audit my audit management be so acted here fine also because say
akwan me ye de meet me bia me bere so na me kono hwe mood kro de kasa say ya kana she be na what
I mean that is so let's live in context as someone can say control no it's also possible that he's even control by the executive now so what say as a first no she be mu and after the warden ho there it means that it's also being manipulated. No. That's what we are saying.
You say environment.
But
here's a situation.
What is the quality control environment?
Oh, okay. Mr. Let's remember who feel the reality act was pertaining at that time. And what might be pertaining now. We cannot run away from that.
Politicians so. Because a papa na juma na oye no ebeboa Ghana pa enunti na me de say ono kura hot no enye aban we na ede no e call sa office no.
You can't predict.
Yes, and it is good. Sana was here, no. Where or say you reckon Ofori Atta a fugitive. Any fugitive no obia, whether if you are so. In fact, when you are even a suspect, now who crime my young for whom fan mu a. And also know you can be described say
no.
The entire of cancer, ne a lawyer for no. Actual crata abre OSP say. Papa no ni ha ne ho dodo no na ye nim eda wo betimi aba
I want to make say OSP dey draw good because as we speak now there is no criteria to that effect say there's an indefinite time or there
good
in fact the doctor no report no kind was the doctor was definite that any date in March they will be okay with that and then again I've now chanced upon 2 letters the former chief of staff that's around 20 something of whatever or free and then the current chief of staff or the detailing the reasons for his staying outside of medical conditions
on so bia
enti say the OSP nyina say o ye hwehwemo omo ne call do bia o e investigation
but the foot in wrong how do you even come to do a press conference to announce that baby obi fi ya kono such a person of repute a staged how do you
meanwhile we have evidence some guys went there
all those things
so you should be questioned for saying those kind of things
me any politics
he can
obetimi afun
you don't you see
who say me di kan ka say me afro fa so you no be oga me ni anyu
but you don't do that but you don't do that to hurt and to destroy and later say this is it because the point is that we're in this country where all of a sudden from nowhere Charles Bishop was declared wanted. Why?
Tio. Oh yeah.
Is that how we declare people wanted? Within seconds.
OSP. You are also part of his functions now. He must investigate. So before you say you should be grounded on facts. So for him to come and tell us, say, what happened there, at a stage, means that he has failed. His investigation went wrong, unless he is complicit in that. I don't have me say when he was appointed, I was one of those. I sat on Peace Hello FM in Kumasi, and I said that he could help us. But I didn't know. Uncle Yosieka. I mean, OSP frame me issue. I went on 2 occasions. This is Cecilia Abnadapa. Ni issue. OSP investigated. Me say can Ofori Atta issue ni ada. Any question or train say abanon ko ansana why double so. So where lies his powers? Let me tell you, the powers no one. Your powers are a war the OSP Act. Yep, that is where. When you have won the power from any other body, unless Obeja no say investment. But Oman can in the teacher. Me say Obia wafa koti kwan so. Aye adebia ema Oman no ho children no. We should use the legal process and deal with the person.
Okay, so me too.
Omani, if me submissions, say me ka say me ma papa no ntina ho me kan kire say me hwe obi ma hu no. Since when abrebe na hu say me hia yewura Ofori Atta. Abrebe na ofiri oman ni mu. Ntina wunim say na wokora no office wokotina ho emre pia say your friend say aban fufuri eba ana say we eba.
Wunim de
akubi. Ntina na obeka kire say wo hwehwe no. Eno de wo say me yenya ye clear say da ben dates da ben na OSP tone nsafre Ofori Atta nyoma ben obisa if investigation enye nyina akwa na ebia na wo say wo hia nipa no physically it could be say bremade we pempenso we de bia mehia wankasa atoto wano ni nyina wo se omiehu na wa mboso no ya se sabri na wa ye gidigidi se mehia no oma eno de yen from investigators point of view na emwa because o yes sir ubetimi aye wadwuma ni nyina kama na obi akoponchi ho ketu abako bi
na se bibia
eno auditor se friend audit risk ubetimi aye ade papa bia so obi otenchen timi hu ade do mpe wo report aye ni nyina wase no yesre no Ghana fo ehia no pa minim se ora ne wenum sensem bebre ebeba ne nan so won to ne bo enya adwuma no emaye because Ghana fo de yenim se ye watinka bi se katasihye akoso nti won to no bo no hwehwem na de ya hwere nyina wo katasihye mu no omo ama yensa enka ya.
Okay, but the other aspect of it is anya tinka ne de
that's it.
If I think I did,
me say that be me say
that is why the Attorney General said that. That's what the Attorney General Eka said. Or the oral for etumpa or geomodular etumpa name mom nye bibi omodia baby and or
when nya tinka na eno na be arouse suspicion no akoye investigation. Enti yende nya tinka no ono nko hwehwe mu emaye.
Okay. But was you.
Tell lawyers no casim. Let them come out.
Yeah.
Or say we are therefore humbly bringing to your attention that we shall give you notice of his arrival in the country so as to reschedule your invitation to him for the purposes as stated in the heading of your letter under reference. We are, however, able and willing to provide you with any information you may require to aid in your investigations until our client is back in the country for any in-person investigations outlined in the said letter. Obi Kasa Asimia, good intention.
If the doctor and the can make sure.
I mean, so say, nipa no do no. One you careful. The psychological state no woman can even lead to the person's demise because of a kwanya offer so we are doing. Me OSP invite me also issue. One day, I'm say memra you have to come back and I'm call. I didn't go with my lawyer because I'm also reporting. My reporting. Then they wanted me to write a statement. Now I'm say, Charlie, I need my lawyer. I need my lawyer. And mama call the next day. Mama. And I was there for about 8 hours. Me say, oh, me a member of Parliament. On my office, any Parliament. There's a stone throw. My family lawyer, Mama Sremo. Let me go. I will talk with him. Then we come back. Me and I call you. Me and I call you. I'm gonna sit down. Now then, Obi under investigation. Obi under investigation. Nibakono, wakuku nipa. So the OSP office no. Yes, some say OSP. Any other security agencies no. At least they must respect our dignity.
But that's what
as enshrined in the Constitution. Article 15 talks about that.
Try to do to demystify that myth. Because because it's not healthy for us.
That's it.
It's not healthy.
Because you don't know where you yourself will find yourself. Yeah. That is why your Constitution is clear. Article 51 or say the dignity of all persons shall be inviolable. Now, me buy ya, me say most of my report too. So me, I was thinking, say, me call no, you let me go me buy. That was my thinking. What did telling me for about 8 hours? Or say, me no do that's my fault. Don't inquire. Say, make me go home more. So me there. I did be a more year. Not Ghana. I find to my perfect. You support it. By any year, I'm for no margin say, rich handy be near Koso. But I know, say, you be back to, cases now, Dr. Ayeni, Attorney General, Minister for Justice, are dropping on.
Okay, so young Comra, then we look at those cases and then the reasons for the cases are dropping. And then I take the blame, I take the responsibility as an Attorney General for all that has happened. Yes, sir, the next 12 minutes, Madam was saying, Nafi, ya 12 minutes. But I want to say, Big Chef junior season 4 no yɛde bro we mo fridge media sonko kra yɛde bro kwan sonko so kra na de ma no yɛ sonko kra no say the next Big Chef no we need 10,000 Ghana cedi cash prize and after yɛde additional funding so abo na chidom eno achi so no other opportunities be bre ho de amount de opese we part of this seasons competition na de obeye nyina ani oye a 2-minute video one kasa ho oye wadwane na adwane a opepa na oye na afi wa record na de aba sa WhatsApp number we so 0551575757 oye mofra de no nti nkwada anombe chefs no ti wa kwada bia odi fi be dumiensa dumienu na bia be na wotwa na esiwo na o prepare Tuesday ana konkonte ana fetiri dechi na say wotwa na de abre fabula number we so 0551575757 na fe ben 14 asia na o mahwe Kofi Amankwa o Kumasi former Ashanti Regional MPP chairman Robert Amankwa anope mwachi Munko tai Kofi Amankwa ko tai na echi nyame Adom echi na eko na onko kopene krabie ebusuafo nyina yako dotiye basu nyame Adom echi na ne kwasiada de china ne memenda ne kwasiada na ne joada obrempon inketia obrempon ampa ba me number 1 hene ana erade atonsa frente dotiye ni na bekoso ampa ba me ahemfie ho ye hye ne so ti yenkobo abusuafo na yenkata obrempon inketia obrempon titu minia Kofi Amankwa onana ana eda for me owusu boaten so wase ena oyire panyi ina bekoso suan kira na otwe wiye yako eba beta wachi but yaba studio back there the nyam for Kingsley and I say and afi the nyam for Benten so I want say nti kwada so ensehwi Brazil Jafo and I want say we're about wrapping up our conversation but me jema at this time we na de dama kuma so a we say me to dwana afi the braso na da ahwefo for us Robert Kingsley the do kuma so
so me nyam da se o mahene Dr. Dominic Ayeni Attorney General Minister for Justice case wa drop no we feel say we didn't imagine too early because it appears say approval no we are swear no the first I say or as Attorney General no to drop all this. Yes. It tells me say it was premeditated. When now doing say son obey. I don't think these persons. Yeah, other cases worldwide uncle home, and this is politically motivated acquittal. That is for me not right. Now, what can be because say you could know directly no. I want to read it. Quote: I am keenly aware of the need to balance the public interest against the interests and rights of accused persons. End of quote. Or justify the what dropping on. How do you compare this with the OSP against Kenneth Atta? Or no, the unprotected the interest.
It's a balancing act. Or sure, public interest no war. Kenneth Atta issue. So public interest no war. SML. So public interest no war. MP
no, so
but we the public interest no because in fear soon fear watch na be empower na court no be
or balance public interest against the interests and rights of the accused persons.
So in this case
also our rights can also our rights are still protected. You cannot say can now your MPP no there the rights there in Yamo but the rights and liberties and freedoms are Obi a woni no party there ofi say I know also protected. For me no that is unfair. Say Dr. Ayini emmehu or say oye connotations or say on man for be kasa na that day. How long can they take care? Or see bi okopon no mo disagree. Or no which points no mo disagree. The disagreement no e idea the disagreement the interest of the prosecutors and now say or no the best supportive or no interest. Because I disagree. Which points and I would disagree. So, or say, was better for us to understand. What do you mean? I say, Uchi Omono, Omo Kamajin, no more disagree. So, is it saying, say, the Omo can not answer Omo Company, still now you disagree with them because say, they are against your position? Meaning, I say, yes, sir, it renders oral a needless enterprise. But oral no say they are going for operation recover the
all loot.
What is a loot? Loot here, idea will be a quack we are. Loot no, idea will be a quack you've looted something. No be a twice I say, not say be assassin no ball for ma. Is it a loot? Is it a loot? So, me say, the angle now, Attorney General a taking render the activities of oral a needless, a baseless exercise. And you have to be very careful in this country. You are building democracy based on the rule of law. It shouldn't be a democracy based on rich hands and on the whims and caprices of individuals to score political points. That's completely unfair. And again, now saying, this is for promising. Said we're going to create jobs for everybody. Jobs. Now, jobs are Ghana phobia nyano. NDC for say. Obia onya ajuma after 7 December no. Yempamano. Is that how we build a country? Do you create jobs by sacking people? Oma or sack no, Oma kohinfa. The NDC promises to make good jobs. They should create jobs. They should keep these people and create additional jobs. Because yes, sir, you are worsening the unemployment burden. They must be innovative and creative.
If you read out the letter, it's in protection of what we all agree.
What do we agree?
In terms of good governance.
What is good governance?
Let's be careful so that we don't also jump. What they have done is that to allow free flow of good governance, some of these things they find out say defects, they need to correct it.
Defect no very far. Domilovo or part of Aura. He was appointed 19th of December 2016. 16th,
yeah.
Right? Yes, even earlier. 16th December 2016. Obi Pamono. He continued to do his work. Most of NDC for Omonya Juma after December 7.
But say omoye decongestion exercise because they don't have the purse. If you do go to an office and office nipa 1,000 and they go on them now, we share one desk in the name of employing them. Clearly,
before say,
happy with that.
My CEO that my board member of Ghana Publishing Company Limited. Before say Obey recruit, you go for clearance. Who call the clearance from Ministry of Finance? You have to justify why you need them. And before the Ministry of Finance clearance, it means that they are capable to pay.
So your thinking is that it is not right.
They want, imagine say, because they cannot create jobs.
But how sure are you guaranteed? How guaranteed are you say any pan of mom access to work? So
now
the monk call for me
no
the monk call for me before.
Tio, me say so why are they sacking them? If that's what the intention, why are they?
Do you disagree to the good governance caveat?
No, my point is that I'm here Ghana for a year, Juma. So why don't you create? Because must say you are coming to create more jobs. 24-hour economy, mobile operating, I'm say 1, 2, 3 or whatever. So my point is that more money more Juma. Now more as now money Juma no. Find them jobs because women are also omunkono day. And who are you bringing there? And they should understand say Juma no money from a particular political party.
Good.
So why do you want to do that? What about creating jobs, sir? Why do you lay some of them off? I don't understand. When you enter Sumu, you see, most say, increase unemployment burden. Naku Adom, a benja Jumaye. Now, mule nipa be let's say 2,000 couple offer. Look at the burden you are going to bring on society. It is not right. I'm pleading with the president, say, on hot seat, their cost no. Because because and this probably need power no. Members no, they go about asking people to leave their offices because and because need solution to do that, that's what they are doing. Yeah, but you won't say wants my day. Graduates any no. At least we bought a short-term intervention. So we bought NAPCOA. It may absorb about 100,000 of our youth. The end is and my mom said, "Just Deborah, Monsieur, let me find end. What your letter say? CEOs no. Men comprehensive report. Or they belay or more. Kasa report now more finally or more of. I'll plead with those guys not to do it. They should not do it. They themselves should go and do it. Maybe see you, my phobia, I will say, Mensakiyom. Why was it Mensakiyom? Go and start them yourself.
Dr. Ini, dear Oyen, or Attorney General, Doctor, your Oye Bia, Mahuso Oyen, Ganamra. Man quite say on yes, sir. We what an inchiri mwaba say. Yes, what boni 3 mile and what says answering when only actually be. Was say what share in crater and docket no. Was sans why extensive condition say was go for adjin home. And now why yet the Mraman quite say on ye into ho, media mediano, on ye the Mraman quite say on ye. 1 year you found a Juma December. Adumum, they said they are now working in economics. You will be a friend productivity, marginal productivity. Aduma be owa, ufanipa kuguma ebeduru brebino. Na nipa ne bi okora. In fact, wo mu prepare mo homa aduma no na ho den ekofo. Se wo fani pa aduma ansa na obefo obi aduma, ana so be increase kofo do ye aduma ba bi no. Wo be ye de friend no human resource audit. Ahwe say aduma no womu no e wosi yi bi edi wosi edi bi kan ye de nipa no ba kra emfa na e wo se ye de no ekwohye December afi ebe ko na wieye ya fa nipa go abanyuma mu ye friend say chief of staff kra ta o wan kasa adwuma bi o se abanyuma mu omo ye fa wo madwuma budget a ye de betua wo mo ka 2025 no kra enya ready. Because what nipa na juma December. No. The first salary ebeba 2025.
O de be the card
ni ba won fa wo majuma sa abre.
Say unu say before say you kono. A budget in lieu of appropriation.
Budget in advance of appropriation.
3 months we make provision for that.
Me say a year 2025. Enye wa ban.
No, but we made that provision for them. The money was there.
Now, what funny people we nyina ejuma. The chief of staff say, "Yenye audit."
Mun create jobs.
Job creation dey be create pa.
24-hour economy.
Nyuma bebu nanso.
The big push.
Nanso mine here. Omampani John Mama. The promises the shall kan ye. Me, I started air market.
In reality, more 2 years ago.
I am because in the next 2 years, I be good. But no more kind no. May you say, may we. Na me die hear me pa ne o mine se kase.
Committees in kwa.
But with that committees, how do you build?
When you be adwuma. When you say parliament kwa committees dey dey adwuma. When you say committees adwuma no, why you say dey be gina ho kase no. Mine o mampanyin hu say o mine se kase mo. E hygiene. And as sikasem ni adwuma bia mu so sikasem be ko yi a akwan mi no so se wo benya revenue income sika ni bi aka ho ana se de wo no ni die no wo bebo ho ban se wo ni sika no on se no sabisem ye revenue a ye nya wo man mu ha e kwan e fa so ehwie gu no e ha yen into mampanyin etu anamon binum ade nhihye binum e ba se de be ya yen se o mani sika bebre na se want to say o de tabon ato ban enyumafo abetutu kwan eso ebiokra se obetu kwan a dire koje clearance wo chief of staff ho
minister bia
na wonya sa clearance no so a wo kokora wontimi emfa first class
obi apa first class organ
ebio enura national service authority minister for finance so buy na service personnel omo allowance no eka ewom nti wo se ekotua na oka ase yenkoye nhwehwemu okoye nhwehwemu nipa 81,889 yehu ba bia wo enso omudi won krata ma wasi etua wo ka sanko foi si ye de national service allowance abosomi bia ye 715 cedis no kura multiplier you are looking at over 58 million that you see ye hwehwemu
no problems about that.
Sanyoma wenum nyina koso se de be ya ye be bo man no sika sem ehuban amayanya bi e de create nyuma de bi no abeye na oba ne se
ba wo se mu wo power mo kasa different crowd e ba majuwe di anope o ira bente majuwe di anope
e wo so ojimidi
wo 2 min di no se de kasa ziko
2 min no se bre bi beba wo be jeje bayi
Ghanaian observer
overseer people are kind of overseer.
Oh, really? Overseer, so.
Meaning the gentleman Innocent Okichuku. Overseer.
Okay. Or a overseer, sure. A Hena Dusu who directs inclusion of ethics. And patriotism in peace with curriculum. I think I support that. Yeah, manifesto on education. We propose values.
Yeah.
So for me, a good call for Hena Dusu.
Very good call.
Especially preschool year. I want to say build a foundation.
Okay.
And the best say, you make sure say values, ethics, patriotism at that level. No, it need the same kind of man. And on my door, on my mind. Omuni no, not issues of corruption and all that. No, not SOT. Ne bomb my money there. So how na do so? Thumbs up.
Okay. So KBA, Kofi Bente Afo.
Obaime.
I don't imagine when ya rapu upon the last race in
the last race medasi any afutu nchirechire na no pe udwumadie mu di amaya and kanka akwanya odi ma se hwe osofo am say we die yadutwam na
meda quite osofo
na ma chia se hwe osofo nyina se yentanhwe Adom TV.
That's it.
Na nyomo amabobo so ni nyina kakra ibetu ho anamo. Etu ho anamo asa papa we ya obeye me auditor.
Ewa.
Obefrɛ mu ama modi ho.
Environment be good. But that was it. So what you bring also what me ahwɛ ti. Na me had mention over here to say thank you so much.